All right, so another video because we're homesteading today. Since I have so much going on, we're going to start some beef stew in the crock pot because Mama ain't going to have time for all that since we're making chicken stock and beef stock and we're canning mandarin oranges and we're doing some things. We need an easy dinner. So I'm going to show you all what I'm doing. Let me turn you around. All right, so I am blessed enough to still, there's Archie, to still have some fresh cow. That was in my freezer. So I defrosted this last night. Please just, yeah, look over him. So what we've done is we have the beef tips and then I have some flour for coating. They both have the same exact herbs. This has salt, pepper, garlic powder, herb Provence, because I have some thyme, celery salt, and I think that's it. And then I have the same exact things in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to lightly coat those. We're going to brown them off, and then we're going to put them in the crock pot. And then any vegetables that we're going to put in there, we're also going to brown those to add another depth of flavor and put those in the crock pot. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so we are at the point of we are browning our vegetables. There's our meat. Brown food tastes good. That's why we did it. I tend to like my beef stew a little on the thicker side, which is the reason why I basically coated mine in flour. You don't have to. You can just brown off the meat, but you need to season it and brown it. Then we've got our vegetables, so our root vegetables. We've got carrots and onions. We've got some mushrooms. We're going to brown all that off. I had drained the oil, strained the flour out, and put that little bit of oil back in it. We're going to get all this basically going. I may add a little flour just to make sure that I thicken up the roux. I am going to add some tomato paste in here, and if I have some red wine, usually Merlot, we will deglaze the pan with that as well. But once this is done, it's going to go into there with some beef broth, which I will use a concentrate with this. We will add a package of onion soup mix, and my best friend, which I love, is Kitchen Bouquet. It gives a really nice deep flavor to any dark gravy. So that's where we're at. When we get ready to put the rest of the things in there, we will come back. All right, so I have added the tomato paste because, again, I like to brown that. Another layer of flavor. I have added just enough flour to soak up the rest of that oil. Again, that will help make gravy. We are cooking that off so that it doesn't taste like plain flour. I'm then going to move it over into here. I will deglaze the pan. I do not have any Merlot, so we'll throw in some Chardonnay. It won't hurt. And then we'll do our bone broth and all those things. For any newbies out there, if you have never deglazed a pan, this pan is hot. I'm putting about a cup of Chardonnay because that's what I have. We're going to scrape off all the brown bits because this is where a lot of the flavor is. A lot of times people don't realize you don't need any fancy equipment. You don't necessarily need fancy things. You just need patience and time to make things taste good. So we don't want to waste any of that flavor. All right, that all looks good, so we're going to dump that into the crock. All right, so I added just enough water to cover this. I am then going to squirt in. That is my concentrate for beef broth. So we've stirred that in. And then we're going to add a dash of this. Let me get it open. Hang on. Well, watch the difference. I'm going to put in about that much. And you can see instantly just how dark that gets. Yes. Okay. Now, the potatoes, we'll either do one of two things. Either we'll add the potatoes, which I probably will not. I'll probably make mashed potatoes. We like to have beef stew over mashed potatoes. Whatever we do not eat, I plan on pressure canning the rest of that. Yeah, so waste not, want not. All right, so the last you're going to get is when it is actually finished. She'll come back later. All right, y'all, she is done. I want you to look at that. Look at that. Does that not just look delicious? So I have the Princess already portioned out because that's what I do for him. He's got his potatoes underneath. Beef stew on there. I'm going to make mine here in just a minute. And then, like I said, I'm thinking I may can the rest of this, but we'll see. But that's dinner for tonight, y'all. Beef stew over a nice mashed potato. What y'all having?